Groundhog Day was about a week ago, but to see how the advertising now for vaping is so reminiscent of what took place 40, 50 years ago, we're taking a stand here in the town. We're not only putting forth initiatives of looking out for residents, we're looking out for the taxpayers, but more importantly, we're looking out for our kids. Are going to school and being subjected to these attempts to basically get them linked to a very dangerous subject and very dangerous, as far as I'm getting, substance that is hospitalizing hundreds across our nation. As I stand around here, we've put up some ads that are from decades ago, as well as some new ads. And when you look at them, you see a striking similarity. You see the ads that were utilized 40, 50 years ago to get people hooked on cigarettes that are now basically, a change of a name, and now they're doing the same thing with vaping. They're using these identical advertising in the efforts to hook our children on e-cigarettes and vaping. Well, in the town, we are taking initiative to stop this. So what have we done? Well, first, we've created in the town of Hempstead an ad. We'll have digital going up that demonstrate the advertising and some of the effects. As you can see, we're going to have this ad running on social media platforms to let residents know. We've instituted a brand new policy in the town where we're going to go out with the town to educate the kids. So with that, we will be holding community events in every councilmatic district. We've also reached out to the school districts to offer this program to the students. E-vaping is spreading across this country. We have companies that are targeting our children with flavored smokes, flavored vaping, and we all know what they're doing. It's no secret. And it's being addressed now in the town of Hempstead.
I was at a Wrestling Takedown Drugs program where the police commissioner was talking. He said 50% of middle school kids in Nassau County are vaping. They arrested 5 different vape stores on Hempstead Turnpike in East Meadow, Levittown, and Bethpage for selling tainted vapes. Now you think if you bought it in the store, it wouldn't be tainted. So this, people are out there trying to hurt our kids, and we got to do something about it. We got to educate the children.
They're acting like big tobacco back in the 70s and 80s when they were preying on children then. It's the same thing. They're not safe. And they're using the same posters to rope in middle schoolers. You don't want to see young children preyed upon like they were. They're identical. There's nothing different than what they did to us back in the 80s. Absolutely nothing different.
All of these kids and a lot of adults are getting their information from the media. The only place that they're getting their information on what these devices are from ads like this and from listening to things on media and commercials, and they're saying, oh, these aren't dangerous, they're safer than smoking, it's just flavored steam, and that's completely as far from the truth as you can be.
It was a sweet shop, and it was directly across the street from the high school. And they put up a sign, it closed for 2 weeks, and when they reopened as a smoke shop, directly across the street from the high school. Vaping is no longer something just to be worried about. It's a health crisis.
It is scary when you look around and you look at these pictures and you say, here's an ad from 20, 30 years ago, and the only thing that's changed is what's in the person's hand. It went from a cigarette to a vape. You know, that picture of, they got rid of the Marlboro Man, but boy, does that guy have an eerie similarity to the Marlboro Man holding that blue cigarette. You know, they didn't have to go far or look far for their page of advertising. They knew what worked and got people addicted 40, 50 years ago. And you know what? You see it, I see it, and it's time to call it out, and it's time for us to get together and put some initiatives to make sure we put a stop to it now, not in 40, 50 years when it's already gone too far.